Hi, this is Keith Overall with another edition of our Mission Moments Live. We're here with my friend Bryce, and he is really a friend. I've known Bryce now for almost 4 years now, and really proud of this guy. Came through the program a few years ago, but instead of me telling the story, let's talk to you. So tell us a little bit about how you first came to the mission.
Oh boy, okay. I arrived after a hospital stay of 8 weeks. My house had been foreclosed on. All my possessions had been put on the curb. Pets were euthanized. I'd had a seizure, got in a car accident that did not hurt anyone, but I arrived here in an arm sling and on multiple medications and had attempted suicide out of depression and losing everything that will happen. And I was shown so much love, even on the emergency shelter side, just to have a place to sleep, 3 meals a day, laundry service. Just, it is amazing what this mission has done in my life.
So you came in after having the 8 weeks, right, in the hospital?
Yeah.
And a little bit after that, you joined our program, right?
Correct.
And so tell us about your experience of being in the 12-month program.
Okay. 12-month program, it is definitely life-changing. And that's why they call it life transformation. The first step, I was very angry. Very angry. I had lost everything, did not fully appreciate what was being given to me. Through the second step, which is second quarter, I began to at least understand the Bible. I hadn't been exposed to the Bible in years. Frankly, was not quite accepting of God. Didn't think he was a valuable influence on my life. A lot of blame. But then I got to appreciate what he meant, and then moving into third step, there's the appreciation of what he has done in my life that went totally unrecognized. I didn't recognize the countless number of times that he intervened in my life and put me on a different path, and I continued to veer off that path. So it was coming through this program that the way I like to put it is, I came from a work world environment where I was making 6 figures a year. I viewed human beings as commodities that were here to do for me. I didn't regard people as a necessity. They were disposable. This place has shifted my viewpoint to, there are so many that are in far more need than myself, and this mission and the program has shifted my spirituality to a point where I can see someone else's needs far above my own.
That's awesome. So Bryce did really well in our program, worked at the mission for a while. We had a little bit of a stumble, right?
Oh, big stumble. No, not a little one, big one.
And so Bryce had a job with the mission doing our food services. And we got a second chance, didn't you? And what happened?
Absolutely. I was in tears and humiliated, nervous, of course. I was given a second opportunity to work at our thrift stores, start as a shift leader, went to the assistant manager position, am now a store manager on a daily basis. I see members of our community, not part of a program, but just in our community, that need stuff that they're not able to get. They're making decisions about food, utilities versus a pair of shoes for their grandchild. And it has truly opened my eyes that I am here to serve, and that is our purpose. Serve and share the gospel.
That's awesome. What's neat is how God works things out. So before the mission, Bryce was in retail. After the mission, Bryce is in retail. And Bryce is doing a fantastic job. He is at our Madison store, which is our brand new store that we built last year in Madison, right behind Publix, off of Hughes Road. And the store is phenomenal.
The community is phenomenal. I mean, members of my church donate on a regular basis, shop on a regular basis. I have never worked a retail environment where I would hug my customers. Or pray.
Stop doing that. No.
Or pray for my customers. Yeah. Or be able to give that little grandkid a pair of shoes. Yeah. It's a blessing that I can't repay.
Yeah. So, Bryce, you know I love you. You're a good guy, and we just have appreciated all that you do at the mission. And the wonderful story of transformation life, right, where you went through a lot of things in life and ended at the mission that you said one time to me, I never thought I'd be at a mission. Yeah. And then being on the other side of this now and being at a successful store that the mission owns, which is great. If there was somebody, a donor or a shopper or somebody out there that was struggling, what would you say to that person if that was Bryce out there struggling? What would you tell them about the mission and the opportunity here?
Perfect opportunity. I won't mention a name. It's not necessarily a customer. It is an employee that has not been through the program, who is struggling with a family member at this moment, with an addiction issue. I have talked about the mission and what this program means versus a 30-day conventional, we're going to detox you and put you on a 12-step program. 12 steps are great. However, if Jesus is not in our lives and we are not focused on his path, we are bound to fail. And it's turning to him, praying with him, and knowing that we're being heard. That is the only way I can survive.
Yeah. So would you recommend the program for somebody that's out in the community?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Hands down.
Yeah. So you're doing what you're doing now, and what does the future look like for Bryce?
It is his plan. I don't have a 5-year plan. I used to write a whole bunch of stuff down where I wanted to be in 6 months. Yeah. It is day by day, waking up grateful to have woken up. That is the future for Bryce, is just following where I'm at and continuing on what I know is his path.
Yeah. So Bryce told me one time that if it wasn't for the mission, he's not sure he'd even be alive.
Correct.
We're so glad that Bryce is alive because he blesses me, he blesses this mission, he blesses this community through what he does at the store that he currently has and the ministry that he has with the Downtown Rescue Mission. And we just love this guy and appreciate him. This has been Bryce and a little bit of his story. You can see more of that if you'd like to read the article in the newsletter that's going to be coming out